Right, let's go. Amorim,
cool.
top 5 signings from a United fan.
All
Final Ball, episode 4.
All right. I told you first, man. I told you first. The creative side is the most important thing for us. Yeah, we don't create enough. We're not scoring enough goals. We need to make sure that something is going up for our team to be pushing us further on, right? So I'm putting my first one as Kvaratskhelia or Florian Wirtz. Either one will do, but I prefer Kvaratskhelia personally because I just think that he
is
can...
your number one signing, must have for United.
Yeah, bro. For me, he's like that upcoming superstar as well. So first of all, he gives us a superstar kind of effect. He's someone who's more selfless compared to someone like Rashford and anything like that. I feel like he will understand the club and really want to play for the club more as well if he joins. Great talent anyways, bro. Everyone has seen the way he's been killing it for Napoli. I've been watching him a lot this year as well. He's been solid even last year when people were saying, oh, is this guy just a one-hit wonder? Like, been very solid for the last 2-3 years, man. So for him, it'd be perfect for him to make...
If he's coming in, who's he replacing? Is it Rashford or Garnacho out?
Bro, if it's both of them, get both of them out.
That's how I feel about it. You're going to have to buy an extra winger then.
Well, listen, Rashford can definitely F off because I've had enough with that guy anyways. Like, I've had enough of him for 3-4 years now. I'm done with him. I wanted this guy out since after the Europa League final. I wanted him even earlier out, but I said Europa League final, I was done. Garnacho, I don't mind as well, but I don't know how he's going to fit into the system. I don't know if he's going to be that guy who can fit into, how Amorim wants to play. But again, that's why I want Kvaratskhelia. I want selfless players, man. I want players who want to play for the team and want to just create and want to play the best ball and score. And that's why I'm not putting any strikers. People are going to say, oh, Gyökeres is the one. We need to get Gyökeres. Like, as much as we need to get Gyökeres, we have 2 strikers that combined are over 100 mil right now. They need to work some way. So I'm not going to... you want to put Gyökeres somewhere? I don't want to put Gyökeres right now. At the end of the season, if we're not scoring enough goals, then I'd say, yeah, we need to get Gyökeres in. I mean, it would be good to...
You know what we do with him? We're sending him off. Get the red card out. Fuck him off. Well, let's not put him in number 4 then. Okay,
yeah.
So Feature is your number 1 signing. You've been Rashford. Number 2, who's your second top 5 signing for Amorim?
For me, I'd probably have to go João Gomez from Wolves.
João Gomez. Can't imagine this is a popular choice amongst United fans. Can't even imagine most people know who this is.
Listen, there's so many midfielders out there. I could have even said Edison or Ezequiel Palacios. Those are 2 ones that I would talk as well. But I'd said João Gomez because from the Premier League experience, United don't typically buy good Premier League experience or Premier League up-and-coming players. So we need to get someone like that. He knows the league straight away. He's very good. He's a destroyer. He can play with the ball as well. He can kind of do what Ugarte does right now anyways. But like, I feel like he's very much big and polished and he knows the league much more. He knows, and I think he's ready for a big move as well. I don't know what team is going to get him. I mean, I could see someone like a Liverpool get him, maybe in the summer. I think like he'd be a perfect slot signing, but at the same time, I feel like he'd be a perfect Amorim signing as well. So again, that's why I would kind of go with João Gomez as well.
Nice.
The next one, this is kind of hard.
Who's your 3rd signing for Amorim?
See, this is kind of hard, right? Because we're getting into tougher territories, but I really think that we need to go ahead and bolster our left back position. So I would probably go. This is hard, right? It's either we go for Alvaro Fernandez,
Fernandez, former United boy, as you can see here.
Yeah, we either go for Alvaro, or we go for Kerkez from Bournemouth. Again, Kerkez we probably have to shell out 40 million for him, and Alvaro Fernandez 12 million. I think for now we just go for
buyback clause.
Yeah. We have a very cheap buyback clause. Maybe 16 million, 12, 16. Again, it's pennies for us anyways. So I'd go...
If Amorim, cost effective, been at the club, there's no fitting in period.
Yeah.
Maybe not Premier League proven, but
he
thinks he can get something out of him. Surely it's the no-brainer.
Yeah, and I think he plays for Benfica as well. So at the same time, I know Amorim used to be a Benfica player, but his ties are to Sporting, right, innit? So even if Sporting said, hey, how about you get that Alvaro Fernandez guy? screw them over at left back, and maybe we could, set something up. And listen, I think Alvaro Fernandez.
His ties now are to United, but could win some favour with Sporting. Like, look, I'll pull one of Benfica's better young players. If you just funnel us Gyökeres over the summer, maybe.
Listen, he's raw. He's raw as well. He's a raw player. He's a raw left back as well. He can play left wing back, left mid, whatever. The main thing for me is there's development behind him right now, and he's actually getting to that tier. Can he progress further with a manager like Amorim? That's what I want to see, because I always love pushing young players to our team. I'd rather have a lot of youth players on our team than not. So I'd rather go for someone like Alvaro Fernandez and really invest into him properly, because I've been calling his name out for years, and we should have kept him even last year.
You got one big name signing as your number one, and 2 more low key signings.
Yeah,
it's very different to what United have been doing.
Yeah,
right.
No, it is different, but I think if we go into the next one,
you also need something different. No, United have been trying to buy all the big name players, all the big name managers.
Yeah.
Maybe time to try something new. Let's see.
Yeah.
Who's the number 4 pick?
The next 2, and this is going to be centre backs, right? Now you can put this thing 1 and thing 2. It doesn't really matter, but I put the centre backs first, just because I feel like we have a lot of centre backs already in our team, and that we have a lot of youth centre backs that we can develop. But I'd probably go for Branthwaite, number 4, Jared Branthwaite, just because it makes sense. Premier League proven, he's fast. He's the profile that Ineos have wanted. They wanted to get him in the summer. Everton said 75 million. Fuck off. That's too much. So, we're not going to pay 75 million for it.
I saw something that
we want him again.
Pretty much done, or
he agreed. He's agreed to deal with us. I feel like there's a deal already there. He wants to join. He's just waiting for the payment structure. Or he's waiting for Everton to lower down their asking price, because Everton right now are going through their financial troubles. So I feel like that's just going to push them over the edge and say, okay, sell Branthwaite for 45 million to 50, because that'll be fine. And I feel like that's fine. We can get him. Again, he's not my number 1 choice centre back, but I feel like, being realistic, he can do that, and he has all the attributes to be that kind of Man United centre back for us again. So I don't mind that. And if I was going for another next one, I'd probably go for left-footed Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen. Again, another Bayer Leverkusen player I mentioned, but centre backs, we need centre backs, especially in the summer where we're going to lose at least 3 or 4 players. I feel like Luke Shaw needs to go. I feel like Maguire needs to go. Evan needs to go. Lindelof needs to go. So if all 4 of those players go, we don't have essentially a left-footed centre back or a left-footed player like that, other than maybe Martinez. But we want to get someone who's big, strong, and fast. So that's why I put Hincapié there. But that's kind of my tier. Again, these players can switch around. We probably need to shoot this again in March or closer to the season.
Yeah, of course. We need to see who you get, because United are quite good at signing players, despite what everyone says. They do make a lot of signings. They make high-ticket signings. They make. Look, you'll disagree, but United have made a lot of signings, a lot of expensive signings. But then we also have some honourable mentions here. Got guys like Cunha. Why didn't he make the list? But he's someone you'd consider.
Cunha, because I want the creme de la creme in it. I want Kvaratskhelia, bro. He's the one I want. Everyone wants Kvaratskhelia. I bet City are wishing for him as well, innit? But if there's obviously a tier behind, I mean, listen, Kvaratskhelia and Wirtz are probably in the same tier, right? It doesn't matter who you get. You'd be happy with either one. But there was a tier below that of the cam and being affordable for the season. I put Cunha there just because Cunha has kind of the drive. He can play across the midfield, across the attack, and he's got that kind of driving factor towards him, bro. He's put a lot of damage against. The only him is he's not the most clinical. He's like a João Felix. He's almost like a João Felix to me. That's why. But again, I like players like João Felix who do it. But he's a luxury player. But I'd love him at United if that is a possibility with Cunha. If not, I much prefer.
He's one of the top scorers in the league at the moment.
Yeah,
I can't remember how many goals he's got. I'll have to look it up.
No, I don't think he's top, but bro, his collection of goals
he's up there in the list. No,
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's maybe got 3 or 4. I know he scored a few bangers. I think he scored against Brighton or something like that, or there was a good one. But listen, quality player. He's obviously he understands English a lot. The guy actually knows literally every team in the league. He studies them and everything like that. He's like a Premier League fan himself, man. So I don't mind getting a player like that. Again, going back to the third tier, I mean, listen, left back, like I mentioned, Kirkes, he'd be a good one as well from Bournemouth. But you know what's scary, and it might be more nicer to you. I could see Kirkes being the perfect signing for Liverpool. He's just perfect. He's perfect to replace Robertson. 22, 23 years old, built like a brick shithouse at left back, up and down. Like the guy, bro, he's up and down, up and down. You could even play him at left wing and he'd be fine. And that's how quality he is as a left back right now. So I feel like he'd be perfect for us. And then maybe obviously Gyökeres, but the Gyökeres one, listen, it's so early right now. This is what United media is about. They love to spin it. Oh, the guy from Sporting. Oh, he's got a link there. Okay, let's go ahead and link Gyökeres. To every interview now. Oh, Gyökeres, are you going to United? Are you going to United? He's not. I don't think he's going to end up at United. I feel like he's going to end up maybe at Barcelona or somewhere like or even the Liverpool or yeah. No, I'm not. Listen, you're saying that right now. He's not the guy for you. You're kind of.
The banner for Gyökeres, not the guy for United, is up. Is that what you're saying?
I think he is the guy.
What you're saying?
No. He is the guy. He's definitely
with the likes of Fat Boy Xerxes, the likes for can't finish his dinner, Hoyland, B-Tech Haaland.
Nah, listen, he's definitely a guy for it. But right now, in the next.
I think we've lost Arian. I think we have lost Arian. I'm not a United fan, so there's not much I can even add to this, if I'm being honest. Let's see if we can get him back on. Right, I guess I'll have to take over the show then. Let's just play around with Arian's list then. What I'm saying is, fuck all of these guys off. Get them all in the bottom. It's got a bunch of Wolves players. You think you're winning the league or you're competing with Wolves players? Come on, man. This guy doesn't know ball. This guy here knows ball. What you do is you shove all of those in the bin. Get me Gyökeres and call it a day. That's how Amorim lasts longer than 6 months in this job. That's how Amorim gets his team up into the top 4 again. Listen to this guy. Don't listen to that Arian guy. That's episode 4. Short one today. We'll be back.